Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're going to be returning to Strategic Mind, Fight for Freedom, a new turn-based World War II strategy and war game, which came out a couple of days ago, which focuses on the Western Allies during World War II. The British campaign starts with the Saar Offensive in 1939. The American campaign, I'm not 100% sure, but based on some emails from the devs, might actually start at Normandy, but not 100% sure on that. We are playing the British campaign. We won the first battle, which was the Battle of the Saar Offensive, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a second shot at the battle for Norway. We kind of started it in our last stream, and it was a bit of a mess and disaster. So, learning what I've learned, we're going to try again. Hope you guys are all having a good night. I know the stream crashed a little while ago, so hopefully Twitch is not finicky for us tonight, and we're able to stream without any further crashes. Mr. Thome, you mean the other Strategic Mind games are on sale on Steam right now? Yeah, I know the American campaign continues into 46 and a hypothetical war on the Soviets, so it would make sense if it starts a little bit late. Wow, Flying Scotsman? The older ones, not this one. Well, I mean, honestly, well, the voice acting was not very Russian. The Soviet campaign or the Soviet game looked pretty interesting. So we have built our own core force here up with the prestige that we had available to us. I spent some points to purchase a couple of extra fighters, one Spitfire, one Hurricane unit. We also purchased a second Bristol Blenheim. In addition to that, I purchased 4 more infantry units, so we have a total of 4 regular infantry units, 1 Gurkha, and 1 paratrooper unit. We have purchased a second artillery unit, an 87mm quick-firing 25-pounder. I didn't upgrade my 75 yet. We also purchased another armored unit, another cruiser A-13, and we are carrying these forces with us into Norway. Now, as we learned from last time in Norway, the game does not allow you to bring heavy forces until you've taken a port. So basically, you've got to put your heavy forces on ships, but they can't unload until you've taken port facilities, which can make this battle uniquely challenging, and so we'll see how we do in it. You can also see that it doesn't look like we can purchase any naval units at this time, if ever. I don't even see a slot for them. So that's a thing, which kind of sucks, but we do get some naval units in this upcoming battle. And I think we'll just jump in. So we are going to fight the Battle of Norway. You can see here so far global effects, custom difficulty. I mean, this is the normal difficulty level. We have Churchill's favor based on the first battle here. Some of the secondary objectives gained his favor, which gives me +2 additional command points. And we're going to go ahead and jump in here and watch some of the great voice acting. Churchill.
Norway to allow us to land in Narvik. If we cut Germany off from the Swedish iron ore supply, we'll deal a devastating blow to Herr Hitler's armaments plan.
And if we don't get the authorization in time, tensions are high. Norwegian neutrality could disappear at any moment. Could we land without their formal approval?
The whole region may decide to back the Axis if we do. But if we wait until the Axis invades Norway... Any news on Operation Wilfred? Did the Germans take the bait?
Hook, line, and sinker. The German cargo ships were forced into the neutral waters, where our fleet made short work of them. As we expected, the Germans are planning secret landings in Norway.
In that case, we should launch our own landings immediately to get ahead of the Germans.
Too late for that, I'm afraid. They've invaded Denmark. Their paratroopers are already on their way to Norway.
Ah, so the Germans took not only our bait, but the fishing rod and the arm too.
In that case, gentlemen, we have no time to waste. Sir Harold, you are to depart and assume command of the landing operation immediately. Good luck.
A capable commander is worth 10 lucky ones. Keep your wits about you, Alexander.
I don't know if that was shit talking, but it sure felt like it.
The objective is to establish our control over the coast of Norway. We need a beachhead. For advancing to that end, you must take Narvik, Bodo, Mosjøen, Namsos, Steinkjer, Trondheim, Åndalsnes, and Lillehammer. We should also establish a base for our aviation as soon as possible. Capture one of the Norwegian airfields and we'll be able to send in the Royal Air Force.
What about the Kriegsmarine in the area, General Brook? I'd rather not land our troops under naval bombardment if I can help it.
Don't worry about them. The Royal Norwegian Navy has engaged the Kriegsmarine off the coast of Norway, and our allies seem to have the upper hand. Besides, the aircraft carrier HMS Glorious is now under your command. She'll help
Glorious!
you by suppressing the Germans near the coast. Do try to keep her intact for future battles, Harold. HMS Glorious is far from young, but also far from useless.
General Alexander, I suggest we conduct an aerial reconnaissance of the designated landing zone near Namsos. I wouldn't want a German welcoming party to sneak up on us.
Sound thinking, Bernard. That's what we shall do.
Oh yeah. Who's ready? Let's go fight some Germans. Don't listen to Monty, he's a dummy. Aww. All right, so if we zoom out here, we've got a bunch of objectives on this map. But as I said during sort of the intro, you can't land anywhere with heavy equipment without a port facility. So you either need to take this port here or this port up here. I'm a little bit, based on my really rough experience in the first battle, I kind of wonder if we're better off targeting the northern objective and then just driving south along the land. That seems like probably the better approach. There's some coastal guns for the Germans in the south that can hit the beaches up here. So that would be a problem if we get just butchered. There's also an airfield up here in the north as well, I believe, or maybe that's just a depot. There's an airfield down here that would let us bring our land-based air power into the fight. We could also go for the northern objective at Narvik. That would probably be also another option. There are some Norwegian troops ashore here just south of Bodo, if that's the name of the town. So I guess I think it makes more sense to land between Bodo and Mosjøen. That seems like perhaps a safer place to land. Also, there are some Norwegian troops up here in the north as well. So presumably there's fewer enemy troops. So to that extent, we are in deployment phase right now. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy our infantry.
Form up, form up.
I wish I could use my paratroopers on board like airborne aircraft,
Infantry standing
but
by.
looks like they all get thrown on transports. I can't deploy my aircraft yet, but I can deploy my other vessels here, my other ships here. I hate that I'm deploying my armor all in the south, where they can't exactly do anything because there's no port down there. But that's all we'll deploy for now. And I think that's it for the deployment phase. So we'll end the deployment phase. You can see we have some secondary objectives here. Primary objectives: capture an airfield and also seize all 8 victory hexes. Secondary objectives: keep HMS Glorious alive and then also scout the German coastal defenses. Scouting the coastal defenses should be easy enough. Why do I keep doing that? Let's go ahead and click our prestige, not our prestige, our command points here. Go ahead and do an aviation unit. Where do I have to go for the secondary? Yeah, down here.
Verifying the enemy's location.
So we'll have our coastal aircraft flying here, or our reconnaissance aircraft flying here. Spot what they can spot.
There is an artillery fort covering the landing zone, General Alexander. I suggest we suppress it with our aviation before our troops can take the shore.
Agreed. Must provide cover for our infantry. Our carrier
God damn it,
aviation
Twitch.
should suffice for that.
What is going on? Hey, I'm back because Twitch sucks. So I'm guessing the game wants me to land in the south because it's telling me about this artillery fortification.
Ships consist of various ship parts such as hull.
But I'm not really planning to do that. I'm going to land up here in the
anti-aircraft
north.
gun, and others. Most of them have their own HP indicating their current state. When hull HP drops to 0, the ship is destroyed. Ship firepower depends on the current HP of each individual gun.
All right, so we know there's enemy ships up here in the north.
Where do we go now?
There's 2 enemy destroyers up here.
Master and Commander.
Aircraft carrier, or simply carrier, is a mobile floating airfield at your disposal. Each carrier can carry several aircraft.
We're going to fly our swordfish up here to try and go after the enemy destroyer. Feels like a waste of points here or effort here to go after an enemy destroyer with swordfish. Wow, we lost a lot there and did no damage.
Carriers are vulnerable and a high
God damn
priority
it.
target for the enemy. Thus, they should be kept at a safe distance, attacking with their aircraft from afar. Yet they
Why
have
do
powerful
destroyers
anti-aircraft guns
do so
which
well
can be used
against...
to
I mean, I know
repel enemy
torpedo
air raids.
bombers aren't very good
The
against
flight
fast,
deck is
nimble
0
targets
HP
like that,
level,
but
where the carriers
probably
are fired.
shouldn't be quite as
Flight
good
deck
with
is
their
no longer
flak, huh?
functional, and aircraft cannot land or take off.
Be there soon. Bomber squadron ready
Well-
for duty. All hands on deck.
Let's get some other destroyers up there. I don't want to use my heavy cruiser on that. Do I have any other destroyers I can rush up there and get in range? We've got the battleship, but the other destroyers I think are to the
Destroyer is
south.
an escort ship equipped with
Come
medium
on.
caliber naval guns, anti-aircraft guns, torpedoes, and
All
anti-submarine
right, I guess I'll use my
depth charges.
cruiser up.
It is inferior to capital ships in terms of combat potential. However, it is able to
Broadside,
detect enemies
go!
with sonar and destroy them with depth charges. A destroyer also provides fire support versus air attacks. Use destroyers for reconnaissance, convoy escort, anti-submarine, and anti-aircraft warfare.
I'm losing a bit of
Now this is
points here.
diplomacy.
Sailing the 7 seas.
All right, this destroyer should be able to finish off this enemy destroyer.
Attack successful.
And this other enemy destroyer up here in the north. Got it. Oh, no, it didn't.
Enemy ahead. That was a
There.
killing
Now
blow.
got it.
Capital ships are equipped with long-range, powerful main guns capable of striking through an armored deck. Secondary guns can repel approaching escort ships with barrage fire. Capital ships are vulnerable to submarine and aircraft attacks, but they require an escort of destroyers. However, artillery strikes from guns with low attack
Okay,
value
okay. Let's do
cannot
this.
pierce their armored deck.
Move our
They can also send a
battleship up this way. Can we hit the enemy coastal battery? We can't. Can I undo that move? Yeah, let's undo that move. Let's move
Adjusting course.
and we can hit the...
All of them like it's Trafalgar again.
All right, maybe we do this. I think we can probably get better
carrier-based
recon.
aircraft is different from ordinary aviation, as it can
If I
land
fly
and
my
take off from carriers.
ferry
It can resupply ammunition
swordfish
and
over
fuel
there.
and restore its damage on board a carrier. It can also change its equipment while on a carrier. However, in order to be reinforced, it has to land at an airfield.
All right, I can land these
Enjoy the
guys
cruise.
here. Or not.
Ready for gunboat diplomacy. Commence the barrage.
All right, I've got some other destroyers I can bring up here
Fleet is
too.
here. Rapid fire.
All right, give me some recon over this
find a
stupid...
Pray there aren't any flak cannons.
Can I give me recon on these guys?
Infantry standing by.
Naval transport carries ground units. For units with heavy equipment or ground transports, embarkation and disembarkation into transport ships is only possible in seaports. Infantry can land in
No, I don't
clear
wanna
or
land there.
challenged terrain. Naval transports are extremely vulnerable to all types of attacks. Try to escort them with warships and protect them from enemy shelling.
Arr. Nope, not gonna do it. Undo move. I guess we'll bombard this
Capital ship report.
town?
Infantry standing by.
I was hoping this guy could move,
Officer
but I guess he
approaching.
can't.
His Majesty's ship ready for duty. Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everybody's dead. Okay. I'm okay with that. Do you have any other destroyers I can control? Or is this it?
The
Got this
sea
cruiser.
is ours.
What is your order?
I I swear, if I hear someone calling us a banana boat,
We'll get you there in due time.
Tommies are here.
Okay.
Transport. Standing by.
Where do you need us?
Transport. Standing by.
Making our way there.
Transport. Standing by.
I'm curious if they keep getting shot at if I land them every time. Probably use up most of their ammo though, right?
We'll get you there in due time.
Where do you need us? Officer approaching.
Transport. Standing by.
His Majesty's ship ready for duty.
Oh, we do have some artillery from this destroyer. I forgot. I can never tell where units are.
Maneuvering. Board in an orderly fashion. Understood?
You'd think with all that naval bombardment they would wear the enemy out.
Infantry awaiting orders. Where do you need us?
Transport. Standing by.
Okay, so we can't land anywhere there.
We'll get you there in due time.
If we land here, they'll get shot. So I can't take the port quite yet.
We'll get you there in due time. We'll get you there.
So I guess we'll just move these guys adjacent to the various landing spots.
Master and Commander.
We'll get you there in due time. Hey, need a ride? Plotting course. Hey, need a ride? Hey,
I
need a
do.
ride?
Thank you. I do need
Hey,
a ride.
Transport. Standing by.
We'll see if this goes any better. The last time I tried to do this, it was a bloody nightmare.
Setting course.
Board in an orderly fashion. Understood? We'll get you there in due time. We'll get you there in due time. Hey, need a ride?
Perhaps I should have focused on using the battleships against one of these towns where there were troops. That might have been the better approach. I'm not 100% sure.
Ready to make some craters.
Is there any other, like, command point things I can use?
Always impeccable.
Oh, I should have done that. Strategic airstrike? I'm assuming that would have been useful.
On a bombing run.
Strategic bombers flatten this railway and these German troops. Oh, I didn't even know I had that capability. That feels like it would have been awesome. Although I just set that city on fire, which makes it probably not a useful port. But hey. Can I, oh, I don't have any more points. I was wondering if maybe I could have used that to suppress the enemy.
Plotting course. Hey, need a ride? Transport.
Coastal battery, but probably not anymore. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the turn. Let's see what happens. Our infantry that landed didn't get attacked, gets to go ahead and dig in. Our ferry swordfish are going to get shot up by some German fighters, presumably here. But hey, at least they're attacking aircraft of ours and not the shipping.
Aircraft unit has sustained heavy losses. You need to land it at an airfield within a supply zone for repairs.
So there they just bombed one of our transports and did pretty heavy damage. Likewise there. Meanwhile, there's a large naval battle that's occurring in the south. Fortunately, we have sort of AI-controlled warships in the south right now that are dealing with the enemy warships down there. Presumably, the German battleships or pocket battleships that are going to be coming north may be something that force can't deal with, I'm guessing. But at the moment, anyway, they're at least providing some cover. Coastal batteries also doing some sudden damage there. That German tank unit took 50% casualties from our strategic bombardment. Moved into the town to attack our infantry there, but didn't do a whole lot of damage against the infantry, so that's nice. Hadn't been quite as disastrous a turn as last time I played. What is that? Is that a Queen Elizabeth? We're pounding the German fleet, that's for sure. There's a cruiser. I think the cruisers start with 20 hit points. So the AI just sank a destroyer there. I like that the destroyers have different weapons like sonar and depth charges and things like that. That seems kind of cool.
According to our reconnaissance, 2 German battleships with escorts are...
Sir Harold, we've been
Got it. We got to save the king, and there's German battleships. So the Norwegian king's up here. We got to get him to a port. Meanwhile, down here we've got the German Hippier class. I guess it's a cruiser. Meanwhile, there's a counting class, and there's also King George V class battleship in the AI control. I mean, like, they're not full-fledged battle, but ships. They've got 11-inch guns. They're battle cruisers at best. The caliber of their weapons is not big enough to allow them to fight battleships one-on-one.
Ready to make some craters.
Okay, so can you go attack enemy shipping? You don't quite have the range for that. All right, we'll go back and land.
Orders confirmed.
Maybe too much armor for a battle cruiser, but they don't have enough firepower to be a battleship, so. You're not strong enough to be a battleship. To fight a battleship one-on-one, you're not a battleship.
Orders confirmed. Tactical bomber standing by.
I know they were classified as battle cruisers, but whatever. Rage quits because of historical accuracy? No. No, no, no. All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and try and take this town. So how are we going to do that? Probably our county class. Also, we do have anti-aircraft guns, so we can go after the enemy Stukas with that. Let's actually do this. Where is our battleship? Oh my god. 25, 25. Where are you at? Here, roll 20.
Standing by.
Board in an orderly fashion. Understood?
Now this is gunboat diplomacy. Man all battle stations. And the battle is
Well, the
joined.
port's on fire, so that's probably not good.
The battle is joined. We are the Empire. Now where's them? All of them like it's Trafalgar again.
Yeah, clobber him like it's Trafalgar again.
Successful. Tally the losses.
All right.
Infantry awaiting orders.
So we took that part of the town. Our infantry drove the enemy infantry out.
Kill
Who cares if
confirmed.
the town is rubble?
Form up, form up.
Hey, need a ride?
Infantry awaiting
It's annoying that they can't move anymore.
British infantry reporting. God save the king. God, please don't be sentry duty. Infantry on the move.
Okay, so we took the town. Let's bring more troops ashore.
Orderly fashion. Understood?
Where do you need us? Making our way there. Infantry standing by.
Let's get more of our infantry ashore.
Infantry awaiting orders.
Hey, need a ride?
A soldiering life for me.
That's some soldiering.
Transport. Standing by. Board in an orderly fashion. Understood? Hey, need a ride?
Okay, I think that's all of our infantry ashore. Now I can't get my heavy equipment ashore quite yet. Meanwhile, where's that Norwegian king? He's over here. Oh, we're not anywhere near him right now, so that's a good sign.
Transport. Standing by.
I don't want to put you ashore there. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and move you up
We'll get you
here.
there in due time. Hey, need a ride? Transport. Standing by.
Thanks for the follow, Coffee Fees. Appreciate the
Hey,
support.
need a ride?
All right, what did I do with my destroyers, huh?
All hands on deck. Understood. Moving. We are engaging.
We're gonna go destroy this town too.
Yes, Yes, Commander. Full speed.
Navies are the
Rapid
best.
fire. Yes, Commander. For king and country.
Officer approaching. Tommies are here. Where do you need us?
So the Norwegians are, I almost said Danes. The Norwegians are going to be able to take this town from the Germans without issue next turn.
I swear, if I hear someone calling us a banana boat,
Yeah, something.
green light for the barrage.
All right, do our
The
battleships have
Empire's
any?
finest.
Transport.
Apparently
by.
not.
Transport. Standing by.
Aye, aye, Commander. Rapid fire.
Go ahead and shoot down those German bombers if you can.
We are engaging.
Master and Commander. We're advancing. Man all battle stations.
I don't know what I'm bombing, but something. My anti-aircraft doesn't have the range to hit them? Damn.
Forward in an orderly fashion. Understood? Forward in an orderly fashion. Understood?
Where are my other destroyers? Don't I have one more?
We are the Empire, now as then.
Forward in an orderly fashion. Understood?
Be real nice if I could get some of these guys off.
The
Frickin'
workhorse of the
boats.
Navy.
I guess I don't have other destroyers. Well, we're probably going to lose a ship or two then to enemy bombing.
Heavy lies the crown.
God damn it. Almost sank him. He's down, or shot him down. He's down to one hit
Need a
point.
ride?
Presumably he'll withdraw with that. Yep, they never got the upgun, Lake, but that doesn't mean other battleships. Until you get the upgun, you're not a battleship.
Enjoy the cruise.
All right, we'll probably lose a few ships here.
Hey, need a ride?
Tommies are here. Move, move, move.
God damn it.
Where do you need us?
None of these guys can move
Infantry
after
awaiting
taking the
orders.
base.
His Majesty's own disappointment.
Urgh.
British infantry reporting. His Majesty's own disappointment.
All right, well, I guess that's going to be it for the turn. Let's see what the AI does to us. Oh, he's going to attack my destroyer?
That baddie's backing.
That was dumb. But thanks. All right, well, my destroyers at least provide some anti-aircraft fire against these German Stukas bombing them. They've sure got a lot of fighters. Whoa. Coastal batteries hitting that destroyer pretty hard. Make sure the first shot is with your guns. Okay. All right, so some enemy bunkers doing some damage here. God, that's a huge ass battleship. That's like twice the size of our King George V in this game. It really wants you to know that's a battleship. Finish them off, boys. They're at 0 hit points. Alright, fast forward through the AI actions because I'm not really going to do much there. Although it's nice that the AI ships are bombarding enemy troops. $4,000 tons with way bigger guns, Lake. I don't care about displacement. You can't punch with a battleship, you're not a battleship. I'm just going to keep saying it. Yeah, Bahan to me. The Glorious was actually sunk in this campaign. Exactly, like they're raiders, not battleships. Okay, can I go? Come on, AI. Fight your little battle. Let me go.
We've intercepted German communications. It seems a powerful Kriegsmarine battle group is headed your way, including 2 battleships.
Thank you, General Menzies. We'll
Well, it's gonna be hard. By the way, it's nighttime. It's gonna be hard for me to sink the enemy
None shall find us wanting.
battleships at night.
ready for gunboat diplomacy.
This is anti-aircraft fire right here, right?
Wallop them like it's Trafalgar again.
Or is it not? Did I just waste main guns?
Laying course. Now this is gunboat
I think I just
diplomacy.
wasted my main guns on enemy.
Salutations, Commander. Fire all weapons.
We are the Empire, now as then. Fire, rapid and continuous. Commence the barrage. Enemy has found their will to leave again.
The workhorse of the Navy.
Wait, I didn't click that one. Didn't I click this guy right here?
General quarters.
All right, so we got another German air unit. So we've shot down 1 air unit, actually 2 air units now, a 2-engine bomber and also a Stuka.
Infantry awaiting orders.
I have no supplies, which is kind of bad. You're right, Sean Mack, in World War I. Even in World War II, and even in World War I, the standard battleship size was 12 inches or greater.
Double file, boys. God save the king.
Okay. I don't know if I can unload these guys.
Hey, need a ride?
Officer approaching.
I mean, the Alaska class had 11-inch guns, and those were definitely not battleships.
God, please don't be sentry duty.
Hey, need a ride?
What do you mean? There's a port right here.
Infantry awaiting orders. Infantry on the move. Officer approaching. Double file, boys. British infantry reporting. Where do you need us? Onwards. 5 rounds, rapid.
Finish off that German unit.
They're in.
Fort garrisons target the area and open fire at any soft target entering its firing zone. You can click on a fort to see where it can attack your troops. Shell the fortification with artillery or bomb it from the air. The fort can also be outflanked from the rear. Flamethrowers equipment is an excellent way to deal with enemy forts and other fortifications.
Move, move, move. Where do you need us? God, please don't be sentry duty.
All right, we've got to rebuild this. The seaport is destroyed. Well, can you repair it? Because if I just destroyed that permanently, I'm going to be kind of pissed. All right, 10% a turn. That's going to take a while.
Hey, need a ride?
A soldiering life for me. Form up, form up. A soldiering life for me.
Goddamn more
Form up,
troops.
form up.
Well, let's do this. I have some command points
Recon
available.
unit reporting.
Strategic bombers. Come hit them. I don't know if it'll work.
Officer approaching. Tommies are here. Prepare to die.
I think we just finished that bunker off. That strategic bombing actually... We didn't finish it
Form
off,
up,
but...
form up. Infantry standing by. A soldiering life for me.
It certainly shot up a
Infantry
bit.
standing by.
Britannia rules the waves. Aye, aye, Commander. We are engaging.
All right, let's try and get these enemy Stukas here. Maybe we can shoot down another aircraft.
The baddies are running home.
The Empire's finest.
The escort fleet is here. Man all
Got him.
battle stations.
No? There we go.
Hit confirmed.
All right, so we have badly shot up the enemy bomber formation. Unfortunately, we haven't really hurt their fighters, and that's where I really want the ferry swordfish to be useful against the enemy battleships, is by getting their fighters taken care of. Nonetheless, I think I'm gonna take a gamble here and send these swordfish off in a nighttime launch to move them south to engage the enemy battleships. Perhaps we move them too far in that initial launch, so I'm actually going to move this second one a little bit less far to try and stay out of their flak range.
Flying to designated coordinates.
We are unmatched.
Where do you need us?
We already lost one of our swordfish groups on the carrier, but we still have 3 more.
Flying to designated coordinates.
All right, so let's end the turn, I guess, and see what daylight has in store for us. I don't think the enemy will bomb my fleet at night, but I'm not sure. You can still do some air raids at night, as you obviously saw that I just did, but I think you're limited. Oh god. Apparently they don't do very much damage against, at least not with their main guns against biplanes. Why are they attacking my biplanes? I wish the fog of war rules were a little bit better. Be nice for them to like not actually know I was out there. All right, they're going to start strafing my ground units with their fighters. I guess I'm okay with that. Mr. Thom, I'd say one major problem with this game is the map does not differentiate things very well. So yes, I can see things probably better on the computer than you can on your phone, but I don't know how much better. All right, the Norwegians are moving. Blah, 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 blah. Let's fast forward through all your coastal bombardments because it doesn't matter to me quite yet. Okay, so daytime, where are we at? The Scharnhorst moved up here.
Tactical bomber standing by. Received. Heading there now.
Wait a minute. Undo that. Give me 2-2 before.
Commencing bombardment.
Oh, there we go. 2 hull damage. All right.
Flying to designated
Fall back and
coordinates.
land.
Bomber squadron ready for duty. Orders confirmed. Care package incoming.
All right, so we'll get another torpedo hit here, presumably.
Received. Heading there now. Orders confirmed.
4-1, really?
Saints are coming.
Well, shit.
Received. Heading there now.
That guy got crushed.
Capital ship standing by. Capital ship reporting.
Curious how effective their... Oh shit, they came in behind me? Oh no, I haven't taken that port yet.
His Majesty's own disappointment.
The sea's ours.
Is this ours? It is ours. Nice, we took this bunker. Okay. Can we unload? We can. Thank God I can unload my troops now.
Transparent.
I think. No, I can't? No, I thought it looked like I could for a second.
The sea's ours. Adjusting course. Full speed.
Can't hit that far inland. Can hit that fighter though. I don't think my King George can reach the enemy battleship at this range yet. Oh, I can hit him from here. If I move over there. All right.
Man all battle stations. Collective fire. They're running for their lives.
All right, we drove him back.
Captured for King.
Our forces have captured an airfield, sir. Call in the RAF.
We claim this.
Splendid. Give my thanks to the soldiers involved and start deploying the Air Force.
Infantry on the move.
Air Force is on the online, boys.
Bomber squadron ready for duty.
Apparently they just show up though. I can't fly him yet.
Fighter squadron ready for duty.
Ready for gunboat diplomacy.
Okay. Yes, I understand, Sean Mack. I want to level up my core units. I get that.
Squadron ready for duty.
A soldiering life for me. Tommies are here. A soldiering life for me.
Can we reinforce these guys? No.
God save the king. God save the king.
They can't move?
God save the
I don't
king.
think I moved these guys yet.
God save the king.
Why can't any of these guys move?
Infantry standing by. God save the
See you,
king.
Mr. Thumb. Have a good one. Why can't these guys move?
Infantry awaiting orders.
I definitely haven't commanded them yet. Oh, it's special Air Force deployment round? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Okay. Well, so where else can I deploy them? Like, there's no option to deploy them anywhere. So what's the point? Okay. And the deploy.
The Royal Air Force is here.
Why does it show fuel issues everywhere? What's their current fuel status?
The RAF have arrived.
Well, that might be a problem. Air Force is too damaged to use. Or airport.
Ready to make some craters. Received. Heading there now. Opening the bomb chute. Moving to the new quadrant. No escaping us. Received. Heading there now. Orders confirmed. No escaping us.
All right, so we destroyed the enemy, or damaged the enemy battleship further.
Affirmative.
Let's go for this lead enemy fighter.
Britannia rules the waves. All hands on deck.
Oh, come on. I want to select this fighter.
Forward in an orderly fashion. Understood?
Just say the word.
This target has the fire support of enemy fighter planes.
Why don't I have the fire support of my own fighter planes? In any event, we just shot down an enemy. Oh, I thought we shot down an enemy fighter. Almost
Any
looked like we
orders
did.
for us?
They apparently fled.
I'm listening.
Do I not have my other fighter unit?
Royal fighters
Oh, I do.
standing
Over
by.
here.
Coordinates received. Straight in.
All right, so the enemy fighters shot down one of them anyway.
Giving it all we've got. On our way to the coordinates. Approaching target.
Ooh, that must have been the Spitfire. It did pretty damn good damage. One of the air units, the one I just used, is apparently not a core unit.
Bomber squadron ready for duty.
Oh, I didn't deploy my core units, huh? Alright, I guess I should have done that.
Care package incoming. Moving the clouds. Where do you need us?
Bomb this bunker up here in the
Care
north.
package incoming. Eyes peeled for enemy fighters.
Because we do have aircraft I haven't deployed yet, I think.
There's no outmaneuvering us.
Destroyer here. What is your command?
Fighter squadron is here.
Here's my core units. Oops.
Bomber squadron ready for duty.
So I can't move them now. That was dumb. Okay. I assumed the units that appeared on the map were actually my core units, but I guess I was wrong. So, when's the port going to be repaired? Next turn? I need those
Infantry
troops.
standing by. Infantry standing by. Where do you need us? Infantry standing by. British infantry reporting. Infantry on the move.
Okay, let's move our infantry south.
Move. There in a minute. There's no outmaneuvering us.
This is probably an armored unit, which makes me a little leery of like moving right up in front of it.
A soldering life for me. Infantry awaiting orders. God, please don't be sentry duty. His Majesty's own disappointment. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag.
Okay. The seaport's a 5. But it still doesn't let me disembark anything.
Any orders for us?
Shock and awe.
We are unmatched. Begin the barrage. Green light for the barrage.
Destroyer standing by.
Can't quite finish him
Fighter
off.
squadron is here. Acknowledged. Salutations, Commander.
We are the Empire, now as then. Affirmative. Collective fire. We are the Empire, now as then.
The workhorse of the Navy. Sailing to new coordinates. Pound away.
I don't know what I'm pounding away at, but
Majesty's own disappointment.
meanwhile, I'm assuming the Norwegian troops up here in the north will help take this base up at Narvik. I do have 1 infantry unit moving, 2 infantry units moving that way.
Move.
Actually, 3. So maybe that's enough. Plus with the Norwegian troops. We need to get to the south, though, to liberate that, the Norwegian king. Actually, let's keep 2. We'll move the other infantry south. Alright, I think that's it for this turn. We've got 10 more, I think, for a major victory. Alright, they're going to shoot that swordfish down. Or maybe just demoralize it? No, they'll finish it off. They got it. Alright, I don't really care about all this stuff. I just want to see what the situation is when it's my turn again. I know this is probably not like the best way to watch it, but I want to do things. All right, so this
Bomber squadron
aircraft
flying to designated coordinates.
couldn't bomb it.
Bombardment. Keep calm and bomb the bad guy.
Undo.
Pray there aren't any flak cannons. Be there soon. What is your order? Moving the clouds. The saints are coming.
All right, that's 4. My Bristol Blenheims, can they go in and finish this guy?
Care package incoming. Pray there aren't any flak cannons. Bomber squadron ready for duty. Dropping the payload.
We're not finishing them off yet, huh? All right, well. I do have a reserve bow first, but until I can start unloading troops at a port, I'm not sure how much it means. All right, there we go.
Destroyer standing by.
All right, so we took that airfield,
Where do you need us? There in a minute.
advanced down the other side.
Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag. A soldiering life for me. British infantry reporting. Leave none of them breathing.
What's here?
Officer approaching.
Can't even see what's here.
The sea's ours.
A soldiering life for me.
Got a job for a tank?
Last clip. Make it count.
Coordinates received.
Okay, let's start unloading more troops.
Standing by. Hey, need a ride?
Need reinforcements.
Transport. Standing by. Hey, need a ride?
All right, so the rest of our force is finally getting unloaded.
Forward in an orderly fashion. Understood?
Ready to flatten some fools. Got a job for a tank? Anybody call for big boomers?
All right, what did we put in this town?
Yeah.
Artillery?
Now you'll see some serious shite. Earth shakers are here.
Transport.
All
Standing by.
right. We lost a few units,
Standing by.
hit points in enemy air attacks, but not a ton.
Standing by.
His Majesty's finest.
Our timing is always impeccable.
We'll punch them full of holes.
Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag.
Aye, Commander.
God save the king. Infantry awaiting orders. Form up, form up. There in a minute.
Okay, there's 7 enemy artillery here.
Master and Commander. Time to assert dominance. We are the Empire, now as then. Full speed. Now this is gunboat diplomacy. Barrage successful.
Did I sink him?
losses.
Yep, I got one of them. Granted, that wasn't a core unit, but whatever.
Tanya rules the waves. The escort fleet is here.
Hey, need a ride? Transport. Standing by.
All right, so the entire force is getting unloaded. So that's good news.
Squadron reporting.
Go fast or go home.
Infantry standing by. Infantry awaiting orders. Last clip. Make it count.
Oh, those guys are like out of ammo? Shit.
The sea's ours. Man all battle stations.
Last clip. Make it count.
All hands on deck.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. This is a bit of a longer battle. It's almost a 2-hour-long fight, so we're going to cut this in half. So far, things are going pretty well for us. We're working on what's left of the German Navy. We've gained a pretty firm foothold sort of in central Norway, but we do have to drive to the south, and I'm not sure how strong the defenders are going to be in our path. So we'll see how that plays out in our next video. Until our next video, however, this is the Historical Gamer once again saying thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, I'm out.